Joining us here in Dallas is Small Business Administrator and former Georgia Senator Kelly Loeffler. Administrator, great to have you on the show.
Great to be with you, Will. Congrats on this incredible show.
Thank you, and congratulations on your new position.
Thank you.
We're curious how something like that works. So DOGE comes in, finds $630 million in inappropriate loans. Then what happens at the SBA?
Well, we get to work. We're investigating fraud. The Biden administration had shifted it under the rug and wanted to forgive fraudulent loans. We're getting back to holding people accountable for fraud in this agency. And that's certainly something that's just part of what DOGE is helping with. It's not just fraud, it's waste and abuse. And we found billions at this agency, which, by the way, will be made permanent. We are getting rid of $3 billion in wasteful contracts. And what I'm excited about is we can do that. We can make the DOGE cuts permanent. And we can have the big, beautiful bill, which is really brilliant in terms of what it does, because it cuts $1.6 trillion in wasteful spending, in mandatory spending. And then we will also have the DOGE cuts on top of it. And we know that President Trump supports both, getting rid of the mandatory spending as well as the DOGE cuts, which are so important.
But it's good to hear from you in your situation, and perhaps a couple of other departments, the DOGE cuts can come in addition to the legislation. So even though they weren't codified in the big, beautiful bill, that doesn't mean those cuts aren't happening at the SBA.
They're happening. They're ongoing. Look, I'm a former business person. I was in the private sector for 30 years. I know how to run a business. We're going to run the SBA like a business and do what any small business person would do, which is we're going to do more with less. We owe that to the American taxpayer. We owe it to small businesses to refocus on small business. This agency had gotten away from focusing on Main Street and focusing on DEI, Green New Deal, and we're back. This agency, it's a new day, and we're focused back on small businesses.
Well, and you're visiting Main Street while you're here in Texas. I know you're over in Fort Worth visiting manufacturing plants and other small businesses. Last week I had Dave Ramsey, who's very close to small businesses, on the program, and I asked him, I took that opportunity to say, many people are talking about tariffs and they're worried about the impact on small businesses. If I open up the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, that's where they feel like tariffs will be felt first and the most. Small businesses that are having trouble importing goods they need. Are you finding that as you connect with small businesses?
Well, small business finally has a champion in the White House in President Trump. He is standing up for small businesses and for the workers across America. We lost 5 million jobs, 70,000 factories over the last 3 decades. President Trump believes in Main Street. He believes in the American worker and industry, and he's bringing that back. And what I'm finding is I go across the country, small businesses, manufacturers specifically, they want those tax cuts made permanent. They want a skilled workforce. They want deregulation. They want the entire Trump agenda of pro-growth initiatives. They're going to turn this country around like we've never seen in modern history. And so small businesses are grateful. They feel the wind in their sails from President Trump. And we're going to continue to push that at this SBA, that we can make things in America again, despite the liberal media narrative.
I hope that's true, because we both know that small businesses are the backbone of this American economy. I'm glad to have you on. We are about to, right after you leave, do a segment on what's been going on in the WNBA. It's a fascinating story. It involves race. It involves their biggest stars when it comes to Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. And the WNBA just came back with an investigation into allegations of their fans chanting racist things at various players. The investigation revealed no evidence that that ever took place. But you have a deep connection to the WNBA. You've been a part of some controversies when it comes to the WNBA. I'm just curious about your thoughts.
Well, Will, I was a team owner for a decade, and the WNBA continues to step on a rake when it comes to Caitlin Clark, who is their billion-dollar player. I mean, she's increased ratings beyond all expectations. It's incredible to see what she's done. But, you know, now to the point of they're not only going after Caitlin Clark, they're going after the fans of the team that she plays for in that investigation. And, you know, look, fans want sports to be about sports. They want sportsmanship. They want to see the thrill of victory, the agony of defeat. And this league continues to kneecap itself when it comes to really promoting what could be a great sport and reverting back to social justice issues that were proven to be an abject failure for the league in 2020 and continue to be.
All right. Administrator Loeffler, it's great to see you here in Texas. We wish you the best of luck at the SBA.
Thank you so much. Great to be with you.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.